Hi, this is Mr. Andersen. Welcome to AP Biology Essentials, video number 3.1415926535897932384624. In today's podcast, we will be discussing the drug heroin and its effects on the human body. We will also talk about the addictive properties of the drug and the costs that come with using heroin. Okay, let's get into it.
Honey, do you want some nacho carrots? Little carrots with some cheese on them?
I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. That's just my wife. Heroin is well known as one of the more dangerous drugs. Heroin doesn't really have the same enthusiasm or cult following given to party drugs like marijuana or Molly, and this is probably because it is extremely dangerous and can lead to some disastrous consequences.
Heroin is made from morphine, a natural substance that can be extracted from various opium poppy plants grown in Southeast and Southwest Asia, Mexico, and Colombia. They're actually quite pretty, as you can see. Heroin can be in the form of black tar or brown or white powder. It can be injected, sniffed, snorted, or smoked.
Some of the signs of addiction may include
Poor hygiene.
weight fluctuations,
Cramps.
Trembling.
mood swings,
Restless demeanor.
anxiety,
Violent behavior. Yo, you wanna go? Come at me! Financial troubles. Between 40 and 60% of a person's likelihood of becoming addicted to heroin is due to genetic factors. Environmental factors also have a large effect on the function and expression of a person's genes. A person's stage of development and other medical conditions are also factors. Adolescents and people with mental disorders are at a greater risk of drug abuse and addiction than the general populations.
So heroin, like most drugs of abuse, directly or indirectly targets the brain's reward system by flooding the circuit with dopamine. Now, dopamine, you'll be familiar with that if you've seen some of my old videos, is a neurotransmitter present in regions of the brain that regulate movement, emotion, motivation, and feelings of pleasure. When activated at normal levels, this system rewards our natural behaviors. But overstimulating the system with drugs, however, produces euphoric effects, encouraging drug users to use again and again and become addicted. This is what we see in, real addicts. So over time, dopamine receptors begin to die off, though. Really, really interesting stuff.
Heroin addiction is a rampant disease that claims thousands of lives every year, and it's only getting worse, as many people use heroin as a last resort drug to feed their prescription painkiller addiction. Heroin is one of the most addictive substances known to man. In the past few years, what we find is that nearly 80% attribute their heroin use to prescription opioid use, and so therefore prescription opioid use is actually one of the risk factors for heroin use. Heroin impact on society includes things like increasing crime rate, which results in productivity loss and unemployment. As far as medical complications go, consuming heroin can put you at a higher risk of contracting diseases like hepatitis B and C and AIDS. And so that's heroin, and I hope that's helpful.